Today's match is brought to you by Direct Waste Management Limited and Orca Telecom. Well, welcome along to a rainy MacKessack Park. It hasn't dampened the spirits of Hamish the cat, though, by the looks of it. He's in good fettle. High five, sir. Not a chance. Well, what a great start. Joao Rodrigues gets us underway this afternoon. That's a good ball out to Callum McIntosh, and Buckie Thistle have been caught napping here in the opening seconds. Strong comes out, it's cut back, and there's Stewart. And that was an important challenge in the opening 10 seconds. Well, maybe the conditions played a part there. The ball skidding off the turf, just catching Sean Wood out. At the other end, here's Scott Adams. And he's gone to ground, but nothing doing there, according to today's referee, Graham Fraser. Well, it's been a lively start in these opening few minutes at MacKessack Park. Buckie Thistle clearly pressing high up the pitch this afternoon. They've got the ball with Sean Wood, and it'll be Baxter with a cross. And that's an easy one for Ricky Horne to collect in the Rothes goal. Well, this isn't good news for Rothes. Their captain, Michael Dunn, picking up an early injury. Looks to be in a bit of a bad way. He's been bandaged up for now, but that's a worry for Rab Mulheron. Here is Dunn. See how he copes with this one, and he doesn't cope at all. He's crumbled to the floor, and to make matters worse, it's a poor kick from Ricky Horne, but he gets away with it. And that's the end of the afternoon for Michael Dunn. You can see there, the left leg, Gary Gallagher taking his place. Well, after such a frenetic opening few moments, we've hardly had time to draw breath and talk about the changes in the dugout here at MacKessack Park. In recent weeks, of course, Graham Roy, the former Rothes manager, handed in his resignation. Almost immediately, his assistant, Rab Mulheron, was offered the job. He signed a 2-year contract, but only after he was made promises by the boards that he would be given time to rebuild this Rothes side. They've assured him of that. He knows this is a very tough league, but he wants every team that comes to MacKessack Park to know they're in for a tough game against his side. There's McRae with a good ball to get the Rothes back forward turning, and he's found Christopher Angus. And that's well tidied up by Kyle Stewart. Corner for the Jags. It's taken short to Sean Wood. He floats one into the 6-yard box, and there's Kleczkowski getting up for the header. Horne with a goal kick. There's Rodrigues. Joao Rodrigues with a lovely touch. He finds Paul Winton from fully 40 yards. And that wasn't a million miles away. Just over Darren Strong's crossbar. The keeper was backpedaling. And that's given young Callum McIntosh some confidence. He's got the ball at his feet, and that's always dangerous for Highland League defences. He gets a cross in. It's cleared away. Gallagher will try to recycle this for Rothes, but in the end he fouls Christopher Angus. Buckie Thistle trying to build from the back here. That's with Scott Adams on the far side. Now he's a man in form. Scored a peach of a goal in midweek in the quarter-finals of the Aberdeenshire Cup. He's not frightened to have a shot, and that's deflected just wide. He also won man of the match in the recent Formartin fixture. Ricky Horne opting to punch there. It has been raining quite heavily. The ball could be very slippy out there for goalkeepers this afternoon. Well, one of the biggest challenges for Buckie manager Gary Hake surely this season will be consistency. His side have some very good wins and performances one week and then slip up the next. It's a flick on by Kyle Stewart, and Joao Rodrigues plays a good one too, and he finds himself in a bit of space. Here's Horsburgh. Well defended that by Sean Wood. Rodrigues did really well there, trying to set up Donald Horsburgh, one of 5 players that Mulheron has brought in this week. 3 of them start this afternoon. Rodrigues will take this free kick for the Speyssiders. There's Winton with a header. What a save by Darren Strong. Well, his opposite number, Ricky Horne, won the SHFLtv save of the season last year. But Darren Strong again there punching away. That save there from Paul Winton, we could be seeing in May as one of the contenders for this year's save of the season. Sean Wood with a ball down the channel, looking for a willing runner. Gary Hake just mulling over his half-time team talk, no doubt. was a header from Graham Stewart, which could have made that half-time team talk that wee bit easier. Here's Scott Adams. He really is having a good first half. There's McRae. And there's Adams again. Look how much time and space he's been given. You can't give a player of Scott Adams' ability that much time and space. He will punish you. Well, that's surely a warning to Rothes and Buckie Thistle, just finishing this first half on the front foot here. Here's Adams again. Well, that's a wonderful tackle by Andrew Corbett. Did really well there. Recognised the danger and dealt with it. There's Liam Baxter, holding on to possession. Picking out Ian McRae. He finds Sean Wood on this near side. That's Christopher Angus now. Back to Sean Wood, who whips a ball in. There's Kleczkowski! Buckie Thistle take the lead through Andrzej Kleczkowski. Fantastic technique by the big Pole. The ball comes in from Sean Wood. One touch by Kleczkowski, turns it on the half volley, and Ricky Horne had no chance. Rodrigues and Stewart just tussling on that far side, and Rodrigues just having a little kick out there at Stewart. Graham Fraser, the referee, goes to separate the two players. It looks as though Graham Stewart just wouldn't let Rodrigues get up. He was lying on his foot, but Rab Mulheron will need all 11 of his players on the pitch in the second half, and that's sensible refereeing, I suppose, by Graham Fraser. And it's Rodrigues who has the last effort of this first half. So, as the second half gets underway, the home side Rothes in their tangerine tops, kicking from left to right here at MacKessack Park. Thankfully, the rain seems to have eased a little. The sun is trying to shine through. Little ball through by Stewart, but Strong does really well to command his area and collect that. There's Kleczkowski. He slips over, but does well to find Sean Wood on that far side. There's Graham Stewart with a good ball into the box, and that's a really important header away by Gary Gallagher. It's a good header by Stewart, and the Rothes defence get that wrong, and Kleczkowski could be in here. That's really well tidied up by Ricky Horne. There's Corbett. Finds a substitute, Gary Gallagher. It's a nice touch by him. And he finds Winton. Winton back to Gallagher, but he just scuffs his shot. It was good play by the substitute, and it meets the approval of Rab Mulheron. Hegarty. What a ball that is to Christopher Angus, and he takes it really well. Kleczkowski's in the middle, but his pass was just too heavy for him. Paul Winton. It's a good ball for Kyle Stewart. The youngster didn't really look up though. It's a shame. He joined the club recently from junior club Boroughhead Thistle. He found the net well at junior level, and they have high hopes for him here at Rothes. Meanwhile, at the other end, here's Liam Baxter, and it was well held by Ricky Horne. Rothes with a long throw into the box, and Winton goes down inside the area. The referee blows up here, but he's actually showing a yellow card there to Paul Winton for diving. Rodrigues. Brilliant. That's what Joao Rodrigues brings to this Rothes side. Moments of genius like that. But covering from Sean Mackay, defending like that will be just as important to Rab Mulheron. There's Scott Adams for Buckie Thistle. He had a good first half, but he's taken out there by Andrew Corbett rather cynically. That's another yellow card for Rothes. It's fallen to Scott Adams. He turns onto his left foot. There's Kleczkowski, and what a save by Ricky Horne. Congratulated by his teammates. It's a long looping corner by Buckie, and Ricky Horne does really well to come and claim that with both hands. And great distribution too. Callum McIntosh is away down that far side. He's found Joao Rodrigues, who unfortunately couldn't give him the ball back. Buckie are panicking though, and they've given the ball straight back to Rothes. Here's Andrew Corbett with a ball down the channel. Kyle Stewart cuts the ball back. There's Rodrigues, and it's slipped through. Rothes have equalised through Joao Rodrigues. Well, Buckie Thistle pay the price for not clearing their lines properly. Kyle Stewart did really well here to cut the ball back across the penalty box. Joao Rodrigues swung a foot at the ball. It went through the legs of a defender, and before Darren Strong knew much about it, it was in the back of his net. 1-1. Here's a goal scorer, Rodrigues. He must be full of confidence now. That's a beautiful ball for Winton to run onto. Winton could round Strong. Here he does, and he's gone down. Now what's the referee doing here? Well, Paul Winton's already seen a yellow card for diving today. Darren Strong says he did dive. That's really tough to call. Well, Rab Mulheron surely saying there, if it's not a penalty, the referee has surely got to book his player for a diving offence again, and he should be sent off, but he's done neither. Meanwhile, at the other end, Sean Mackay with another fantastic last-ditch challenge. Well, this game is really warming up now. Good header by the substitute, Andy Lowe. McRae lobs it back into the far post. There's Donnie Munro with a header! And Buckie Thistle retake the lead. Rothes on level terms for only 6 minutes before Donnie Munro, textbook header, headers it down into the ground, making it very difficult for Ricky Horne to get down. And with 17 minutes to go, the Jags retake the lead. It's a good ball into the box for Andy Lowe, and it's a good header and really well held by Ricky Horne. Andy Lowe's done well since coming on as a substitute for Buckie. There's another player who's had a decent match today, Scott Adams, who finds Andy Lowe, who beats one player, beats two, strikes it left-footed, and it's 3! What a piece of play by Andy Lowe. And that's surely the points wrapped up for Buckie Thistle this afternoon. A great individual effort by the substitute. He beats one man, gets a little bit lucky there, but there was nothing lucky about the finish. A sweetly struck left foot shot right into the corner of Ricky Horne's goal. It's great play by Ian McRae, and he finds Andy Lowe. Back to McRae. Well, why not? 3-1 up. The dying minutes. Rothes can be proud of the way they've played this afternoon. They've had their chances. I'm sure Gary Hake won't be pleased with a slow start his side made, but 3 points are 3 points. And Buckie Thistle take them all this afternoon. It's finished. Rothes 1, Buckie Thistle 3.
In terms of the performance, how do you see the game unfold and what will you take from the game?
I wasn't happy with the performance. I thought we were poor. Our tempo was slow. We didn't come out of blocks the right way. And to be fair, when I got him in at half time, I went a bit bananas with him. But 3 points is what we came here for, and we've achieved that, and that's the only positive we can take out of the game.
Performance-wise, I was delighted. I just asked for another hard work rate, and we got it today. Well, I think the work rate was tremendous, same at Cove. And the 4 new boys that came in today for their first game, I thought every one of them done well. So delighted with the performance, but no with the result. I thought the first one, he got time to turn in the box and bury it, and he did bury it. Fair play to him. I thought the other 2 could have been stopped. I didn't think they were great goals. I don't think there was a lot of power in any of the goals. But at the end of the day, as Gary Hake will tell you, he doesn't care how they win. I don't care how they win. At the end of the day, if they go in and you get goals and you get 3 points, you're a happy man. Jock done well, taking it away, you know, he got a wee bit of luck. But when it went in, I thought maybe we'll go in for there and win the game. I don't think anybody can grudge us at first half going in 1-0 down that did hurt. But then if you don't take your chances, but the good point for me is we're making the chances, and they will come. But no, we'll work away, and goals will come. We're at the bottom of the ladder. It's a new side. We're building, and we'll take it for their performances. Let's try and stop goals, and let's hopefully pick up points.
Well, the goals were simple. The first one, I think it was a cross came in for the right hand side, just a little 1-2 in the wide area, and came across. Donnie Munro's dummied it, and Liam Baxter's taken a great touch and finished it into the roof of the net. So that was a good goal. The second one was a set play. And we've got it back across the face of the goal, and Donnie Munro's heading it in. And I think the best one was the third one. Andy Lowe beat a couple of men in the edge of the box and had a terrific strike in the bottom corner. So yeah, it was that side of the game was good, but I thought overall performance level was dropped for Wednesday night there.
I seem to remember just getting a bit of shout at time, so I had time to turn on the man and then managed to go past him, and there was a wee bit of frustration obviously with not starting the game as well, so I just decided to go by myself, and I caught it well, so yeah, it was a good goal. I thought we were poor today. I thought it looked like tired legs, it looked like we played a lot of football. Rothes are a sticky side and matched us for work rate. They always are a sticky side. But it's one of these games we probably would have drawn last year. But I think we've improved quite a lot this season. So 3 points. So it was a good win for us.
Desi's taking his hands out of the road and the guys went over. So I don't know why he's not booked him for diving if it wasn't a pen. But I don't know. I'm a bit of distance from there. But the referee's obviously saw it and he's called it as a goal kick. So it's a goal kick as far as I'm concerned.
I thought. I know it's hard enough for referees, and I believe he says he couldn't see the angle well enough. If he doesn't give the penalty to put us 2-1 in front, if he doesn't give it, he's got to send the player off for diving because he'd already been booked for diving. But he looked to his linesman who gave him no help, but that's the decision, is what happened. Linesman says to me he didn't think it was, the referee didn't think it was, so we accept that, but it hurts that they go down the park and go 2-1 up. But that's what happens in football. One day we get these breaks, some days you don't. So we never took our chances in the first half. It's as simple as that for me.
I just think we need to up our work rate a wee bit. I think we dropped it from Wednesday night, and it's a key that when you go into a big game and a semi-final that you start on the front foot. And if we can do that, we'll be in a shout. But if we start sloppy, we'll come unstuck. But hopefully we'll win, and the players will be up for it. There's no question of that.
Well, I've got to say well done to Bucky for getting the 3 points. I'd like to think Gary will go away and tell people this is going to be a decent side once they gel, and we've done well and we make it hard. That's all we're wanting just now. Clubs to go away from here and say that was one hard game, and I think they got that today. As I say, Rome won the belt today. We will get time, and I'm just delighted with the new guys that come in. I've got to give special praise to we lose our captain, Big Dunner, and we took a gamble there, and I didn't think it would work. But when Horse went back in beside Sean Mackay, who made his debut today as a signed player, and I thought he done really, really well. No, I'm not downhearted. I think our supporters will see that we're putting the work rate in, and we look forward to going to Lossy on Wednesday.
Callum McLean is confident his Fort William side won't be bottom of the Scottish Highland Football League come the end of the season. New signing Nicholas Steen seemed to relish that challenge against fellow strugglers Huntly, rounding Grant Pennant in the 18th minute to open the scoring. Fort made it 2-0 when a free kick deep into the Huntly area caused confusion, and Darren Quigg outmuscled the Huntly defence to nod home from close range. That 2-goal cushion didn't last long though. Defensive frailties were Fort's downfall last season. On this occasion, an unfortunate bobble caught out Robin Harvey to get Huntly back in the game. Early in the second half, Huntly drew level. Sam Harrison unlucky with this first-time effort, but Thomas Johnson was on hand to capitalise with the rebound. Huntly then went in front on 64 minutes. Fort's defence unable to clear Pennant's long goal kick, and Adam McNamee opened his scoring account for the Black and Golds in spectacular fashion. Callum McLean urged his side forward, and Nicholas Steen was a thorn in Huntly's side all night. A through ball by Ian McClellan was mistimed, and Steen showed good composure to round Pennant for the second time. Both sides had opportunities to take all 3 points in the closing stages. Huntly keeper Grant Pennant rushing out to deny the advancing Michael Ellis. Thomas Johnson was perhaps lucky not to see a card for this tackle late on as the away side looked for a winner. And the match finished 3-3 when an Ian McClellan volley in the dying seconds was well blocked. So Inverurie Loco Works go to the top of the Scottish Highland Football League by thumping Lossiemouth 7-0 away from home. Brora Rangers and Formartine United take a point apiece after their 1-1 draw. Buckie Thistle move into the top half of the table after their win at Rothes, while Turriff United have been deducted 3 points for fielding an unregistered player. In the bottom half, Nairn County kick-started their season with a convincing 6-1 win over Keith. Fort William and Huntly finally earning their first points of the season with that thrilling midweek draw.